David's in San Antonio. Hi, David. How are you?
I'm doing great, thanks. How are you today?
Better than we deserve. How can we help?
So I've got a couple questions. First one, I'm getting close to finishing baby step 2.
Woohoo.
I can see the finish line. It's maybe weeks or even a couple of months away. I've been doing the baby steps, I guess, for about 3 years now. I didn't even know I was doing them. I've also been saving as well, and I'm ready to move to baby step 3, but I'm just scared. Okay. I admit I do still use a couple of credit cards, but I pay them off in full every month. I know you're not a big fan of credit scores, but I'm rocking about an 800.
I don't care.
I had a okay.
You said
Okay.
I'm not a fan. I really don't.
I know. I had a couple of expensive trips over the summer. Most of it's paid for. I have one last credit card bill due in about
David,
a
you were
month.
doing nothing we teach. Why are you asking our advice?
Well, here's the thing. I've got about I have a student loan to the tune of about $6,300 and change. Now, I had $5,000 in treasury bills, and I just moved that over to my savings account down the street at my credit union. With what I had in there already, I'm sitting on about $8,800 in liquid cash.
Okay.
So take a trip.
Well,
You got the money.
Do I take a trip, or do I just drop a nuclear bomb on my student loan and my credit card and be done with it?
I mean, what do you think? What do you think we might say?
I'm pretty sure I know what you're going to say.
You do know, David. You know what we're going to say, David. David,
I'm going to drain my savings.
Come on, David. Don't play yourself.
I know. I mean, I will drain my savings, and I can rebuild it.
You definitely can rebuild it.
I make enough to put money away every month.
How much do you make?
But I'm working 2 jobs right now, combined about $48K.
Okay.
I am applying for another job. And
all sarcasm aside, I am really curious. Why, when you don't do anything else we say, do you care what we think?
That is a good question.
You seem to be an authority on this, so.
Well, I know, but I'm an authority on the other stuff you're doing, and you weren't doing it, and you knew that, and so I'm not trying to be mean. I mean, you kind of have to decide who you is, you know. And
fair enough. Okay.
I don't mind. It doesn't offend me. I'm going to go on with my life. You're going to go on with yours, so we'll still be friends. You know, I love you. I'm glad your life is good, but. If you pick and choose on the buffet of what we lay out in front of Ramsey, all the Ramsey things, and you pick and choose, you could almost get yourself in trouble because you sort of do it, sort of do this, sort of do that, sort of do this, and then you're going to run those credit cards back up. Statistically, there's a 90% chance you're going to go back in credit card debt because you still honestly think a credit score is a good thing because you're proud of it. You still honestly think while you've got this debt that it's okay to travel. You still honestly are wondering whether you ought to cash out your savings and put it towards it. Those are honest discussions in your head, but I can just tell you from having done this for 30 years where all of those things are going to lead you, and you can't just do one of them and keep doing the other 2 or 3 and end up in a good place, dude. We love you too much to not tell you the truth. So
you'll be wandering in the
really
wilderness.
would not pay off your debt with this money unless you're going to cut up your credit cards and start living on less than you make and plug in responsibility to the whole thing. If you're not going to do the whole thing, please don't do just a little of it. It could bring you harm.